for different reasons, we've procrastinated, and as usual, we're a week away from pulling out, and now our big project list, we have lots of things we want to do in the camper, and we had months, but we're doing it now.
Today's the day.
We have 6 days.
Say cheese. It's been a long winter break for us, and boy did we need it. We traveled so much last year, and our adventures landed us in some of the coolest places. Floor's level. You gotta get all the air out of it. Your pockets are even floating. We're trying to take a thumbnail picture.
Keep pooping up.
It's not. It's not cooperating. From hiking to the pinnacle of a mountain just minutes from Little Rock, we made it.
So behind us.
To standing in new places and visiting old favorites. A first for us was having to evacuate from a campsite due to flooding on the Arkansas River.
I'm glad we moved because just in case, sure enough, there is a polygon.
Through it all, we have learned some things. One is that there are some modifications that we need to make to our 7x14 cargo camper so that this travel season can be as organized as possible. Plus, our kids are growing like weeds, which means it's time to do a little rearranging and modifying to make our space more comfortable for them. The second thing we've learned is that the more we travel, the more we want to travel, which means our list of must-dos keeps getting longer. In case y'all ever wonder how these shots are filmed, it's me running all over the place with a tripod. Arkansas is amazing. There are places that will take your breath away, experiences that you'll never forget, and people who will touch your heart and leave a lasting impact. We have a huge year planned, and the adventure starts next week. Naturally, we've waited until the last minute to tackle our to-do list, but we work very well in a time crunch. Okay, I brought you some things, babe. I found these up in the upstairs closet. These are leftover from your man room. I think these will work for the backsplash project.
That'd be a good use of those.
Yeah, backsplash project. And I dug this out of the garage. This is the table that we built when we first built the camper, and it has a leg on the bottom here, and then we almost got it stuck. And then the other end has cleats so we can put it on the wall. The plan today is maybe to do some rearranging, and hopefully we can use that. You're gonna love this part, your to-do list.
Oh, no.
So let's go inside and I'm gonna read this to you. And I think it's gonna start raining any minute because it's overcast, it's windy. Thankfully we're going inside, but if rain starts pelting, I don't know how well the audio is gonna be. But we have no excuses because we had
lots of time.
We've had like 3 months to do this.
We just didn't. When there's 6 days left, then it's like motivation to really get after it. So we'll just do it now.
You feel like you've got like a fire.
I need that motivation of crunch time.
Yeah, because when you have 3 months, it's like, who wants to do it then?
So now,
why do you keep backing out of flying? Stay there.
Leave. So now we get to pack and do projects and listen to Lindsey gripe at me about moving out of frame.
Well, you do. You just look at you now.
I forget what I'm doing.
Away.
Forget what I'm doing.
Unlock that boy. Unlock the camper.
Ma'am.
Oh yeah.
I mean, lady.
Look at that. We just got some stuff.
Toilet paper. It's a big step without our actual step.
You want to hit the light?
Is our battery charged?
Should be.
Let's see. It's lower switch, right?
Mm-hmm. Boom, baby.
Well, we only have one. We have 4 lights. Only one's turned on, but
we still have the fly strip.
yeah,
That's classy.
Those guys have been there all through the holiday season, hanging out.
So gross. There we go. This is the way we left it when we towed it home. We got all the food out. The fridge is empty. It's been cracked open. And I moved some stuff around because we are testing the idea of turning this bed and putting it along the back wall so we can use that table that I showed you. Normally it's supposed to mount over here on these cleats and it comes over here. I'm wanting to make more of a dinette situation on this side, so that's one of the things, babe, that I'm going to try to rope you into today, is seeing if we can turn this bed. I think we're going to have to open the awning, because when we lift it and rotate it, I think part of the bed's going to have to go out the awning.
I don't even think it can rotate.
I think if we have happy thoughts,
I think it's great where it is.
I think it needs to rotate, and I think you agree with me.
This current camper setup is what I call post camping season chic crazy, because we just got like, you get done, and when you're done for the season, you don't care, and you just kind of chunk it all in here and go to the house, and it's madness. It's just stuff everywhere. Example
A, ladle that we got from a flea market. It's not good, but in a pinch it works as a great camping ladle. Remember these I bought you?
Yeah.
Those are these
hot weather neck wraps.
Like you get it wet and you freeze it. Anyway, that's in here with the ladle and the SPF emergency can opener for all that tuna that we eat. But we're leaving next week.
Yeah.
So it can't look like this. And this whole list of projects I've got, we need to decide what's priority, because we only have a few days, and I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Besides, we haven't packed, and I mean it just needs cleaned, and it needs reloaded. She sounded like she didn't want to open.
She's a little stuck after all this time.
We bought this camper in 2021. It's a 2020, and when we got it,
22.
We got it in 22?
Yeah.
And it's a 2020?
Right.
Okay. When we got it, it was basically empty, and I'll show you that footage now, because I found the old footage. Okay, so here's the inside of our cargo trailer. You can see the previous owners did a few things. They had this sink cabinet here. This door actually fell off on our way home. I think a screw just came loose, so we'll be putting that back. But it's just a 1-unit thing that we will be using. I'm going to clean it up. We got a battery-powered faucet from Amazon to put there. It's actually rechargeable, so we can plug it up underneath. There's this corner cabinet. We're going to rework all of that. The air works great. I actually just took the filters down to clean them, but I'll pop those back in and we'll be good to go. They have this little refrigerator here. It was actually on a shelving unit that wasn't anchored to the wall very well, so we took that down. There's our battery. They had cabinets here on the wall. These cabinets, you can see, they're actually nice cabinets. They had them screwed to the wall here. They were actually falling off the wall because they didn't screw them into the metal supports. They had a few metal supports, and then they just kept screwing, hoping to hit something. They were in the plywood, but they were just too heavy to support themselves. They've got these fairy lights here that they had hanging all around, but we're just going to take those down because I think the battery pack or whatever they had is not there anymore anyway. Here's the back. Here's the interior lights. We've got the two LEDs, I think, over the top, and then puck lights. There's the back opening with the screen kind of pulled open. Right now we just have these chairs in here because we wanted to sit in here, but later today I'll be building a dinette and bunk beds. The dinette will be here where this is. The bunk beds will be along this wall. I'm going to move this kitchen unit to the front and rework that a little bit. So this is the interior. We've done a lot of work to it, and we did a full tour of the camper last year, so I'll put a link to that.
Don't judge it right now. It's in full-on post-season nasty mode, so.
But when it's clean and tidy, it's extremely functional and really cute. But since we've been camping in it for a few years now, and our kids are getting taller, we've realized there's some modifications that would make it function a little bit better for us. And we also have a few privacy things that we want to do and organizational stuff. This curtain back here is hanging on a wire, babe, and I'm not a fan. Because I don't like the way it sags.
That's pretty, redneck.
We're going to order a curtain rod and put up there, and then I may change that curtain.
And do it like grown-up people?
Like grown-ups.
Okay, and we also bought huge curtains for this area.
We have curtains for this, and here's the reason why. Because as the channel grows, and our Facebook page already has millions of views a month, that means when we camp, we always meet people who already know who we are, which is so much fun. But it also, when this is open, it kind of makes us feel a little bit like living in a fishbowl. And if it's not clean in here, like in the mornings, I fold all the blankets and whatever. But sometimes
there's times when we aren't clean and picked up in here?
I know, it's cute. I do try to keep it clean when we are on the road. It's mostly my fault. So it would be nice when we open this to have, I want to get a rod that fits across there, and I think we have plenty of room, babe.
I was worried about not having any room, but there is some wall space above that hole, so we should be able to mount a rod. And then
the curtains. Like
in the evening when it gets almost dark and we want to have fresh air, it's also nice then to be able to have a little bit of privacy instead of the lights on, everyone can see it. So we'd look at this as a campsite. Look, I'd be like backing in, looking at how there's this tree with these cedar branches right here by us with birds in it. Look at that.
You mean if our yard was a campsite?
Yeah, look at that. See this tree right next to the window.
It's a good tree.
So we'll have to come straight out first to even have a chance of turning.
I think it's gonna have to go up. Because remember, there's a board behind it that hold those legs down.
But it has to come straight out because it can't rotate because it's tight.
Straight out, somehow out that window.
So up, it can at least sit here if we go without turning at all, forward all the way. Move this chair. Yeah. To move a lot of stuff, actually, for it to go.
Yeah, I know. We're going to put it all out in the yard.
That looks kind of cool to go Sorry. You're over here. Just trying to make sure the junk I get behind you is the less offensive.
It doesn't matter. Nobody watching cares. Okay. Their campers look like this in the off season too.
Is rough right now.
Okay, so we have this window and these curtains that Timothy absolutely loves. And they aren't actually, they're on a rod, but the rod is hanging by a bread tie and a plastic hook. So it does this, and that's not going to work anymore. It doesn't extend.
It only looks good when it's situated right, but if you try to adjust it, it's really bad. We did it like temporary a long time ago and never did it permanently.
And we just kept traveling, kept having a good time, never fixed that. So that's one of the projects is to put up a real rod there.
My heart skipped a beat because I thought that there was water damage or some kind of weird thing going on because it looked like a stain or a water stain, brown discoloration on our backsplash.
Oh, no.
From back here, that looked really, really...
Oh, it does.
It looks like damage and almost tan stain, and so...
Oh.
It's a shadow, so we're good.
Can you imagine, like, if... Where are you going?
What?
I think I can reach it. I got it.
Ooh, dead large.
What?
It's a large flying.
Gross.
Thing. What is that?
Ew.
She's a big. I thought it was a wasp. A huge fly.
That's nasty. Get him out.
Stuck to my finger. He has a friend. Smaller friend.
Yeah, we gotta get the vacuum out here.
Yeah. Okay.
Next project is more counter space. Currently, this is what we have. This messiness. We have these baskets. We have 4 of them that fit up here that provide extra storage. When you're cooking in a small space, and y'all know how this is in most campers, unless you're the fifth wheel people, you have some counter space issues. So when we're camping, we've got burners here because we don't have a stove. So we have plug-in burners, coffee pot. What else do we have, babe? Kettle.
Instant pot.
And we cook our meals. We're not, we don't do hot dogs since they got rid of the ones that didn't have nitrates. So everything's cooked. I mean, what do normal people eat when they're camping?
Restaurants. We don't go to restaurants.
Oh yeah, hardly. We don't go out to eat when we're camping. So this space really gets used. Here's the plan. We have these L brackets that we had in the house. They were just left over from another project. And I'm thinking, babe, if we put a shelf here that we can use these, can you screw through? We have a piece of plywood back here.
And there's plywood in the wall as well.
Okay, so you would just screw through the plywood. Correct. And through. Okay. But I think that would provide us a whole level of extra working space.
We have this backsplash, as you know, that we've had trouble with because it's stapled to a piece of plywood behind it so that we can remove it and it's not permanently on here. We had a really heavy-duty staple gun, but at the time it was broken. So we only had our lighter weight staple gun, still
like an office stapler, wasn't it?
No, it's still a construction stapler, but there's heavy duty and we have both and one of them's broken. So we had to use the weaker one, which doesn't put staples in with as much fury. So they're not fully seated, and so they have been backing out one by one, and so we're always having parts of the corners kind of coming loose and looking bad. So we want to make that right as well when we do these changes, and so I think adding these brackets will give us a few places to put extra screws, and then I think we're just going to put small nails or screws into some of these corners because we still don't have the right staple gun, and we've patched it up with some tacks and staples, but we need to just put something solid in there so that those tiles, these vinyl tiles, can't move.
We knew when we put the backsplash in that we were going to have to be creative with it. They're peel and stick tiles like people could use on a floor. I think they're technically floor tiles, aren't they?
Correct.
Yeah, technically floor tiles. We knew we couldn't stick those straight to the walls of the camper, even though they're aluminum or something. They would have stuck technically. The first Arkansas summer that hit, they would have fallen off. So we screwed a thin piece of plywood to the wall first, and then we stuck the tiles to that, and then we attempted the staple thing that Timothy talked about. The idea is good.
If we had the staple gun, it would be fine because it keeps them from letting loose in the heat. But it's been looking tacky long enough, and we're always trying to put things in front of the ones that are messed up, and it would look nice if it was adhered properly. So we're going to fix it so it looks proper and we don't look weird and janky.
It'll be good. We will screw that down, and then we'll put the shelf up there, and that is going to, that'll add so much space to the kitchen. Another thing that we're going to do, and I think I left it in the house, is I have wire baskets, and I want to screw one of those to the wall somewhere because the kids have these little metal camping cups, and we all share hooks that our cups hang on, and there could be 2 to 3 cups on a hook, so you're always like trying to do stuff so you can get your cup. And I want to fix that. I want the kids to be able to sit their cups without having to dig them out. This is all about maximizing. One thing that we've learned through having such a small trailer, it's 7x14, and there's 5 of us, is that you can maximize your space if you're creative. And I would say that we've been pretty creative. And the more we travel in it, the more we learn what needs to change. And it gets better and better every season. The idea will be to create a little dinette here. So I'm thinking that table that we built that I showed you guys, it will be mounted or have those cleats so it can go on the wall right here, and then it'll have its leg. We'll have to hold it up and see. And then here I'm gonna do, I don't think anything permanent because we have another bed that lays here at night. So I'm thinking about just buying collapsible stools. Is that better?
Yeah.
Does it feel bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing about this camper is that it's kind of addicting. We like it so much, and we've designed it to be exactly what we need, and it gets better all the time, that once we come out here in the off season and sit out here for a little while, we really miss it. Now, I will say last fall we spent 22 days camping in it, and it did start to feel tight after a while. But yeah, I definitely miss it. It's time to hit the road. Speaking of that, this year we are launching the Arkansas Small Town Tour. We're going to be hitting small towns all over Arkansas. We'll see how many we can get to because they're everywhere. And I have a trailer for that, so roll trailer. This year, we're going small in a big way. We're taking the back roads to find some of the coolest small towns in Arkansas. We're chasing scenic views, local hot spots, and the stories you won't find on a map. From hidden gems to hometown legends. From quiet main streets and historic landmarks to unforgettable food and the people who call these towns home. Every stop has a story to tell. This isn't just a road trip. It's a journey into the heart of Arkansas. Welcome to the Arkansas Small Town Tour.
Are we going to measure this or just eyeball it?
Eyeball.
Does that look centered to you? Maybe a little bit left?
I can't tell. Just go for it.
Is there electric wires running through here? We decided to put 2 of these 8-inch shelf brackets up, and I think we're going to use like maybe 2 but we have 1x4s around. We don't have an 8-inch board, so probably put 2 of the same length 1x4s side by side on this after we paint them to give us extra counter space, shelf space above the sink in here. I think it'll be a great addition actually. So
the only issue right now are there electric wires running behind?
Good news is it's not plugged in, so it won't hurt myself now, but it could cause problems after it's plugged in. But I'm hoping everything's running along the bottom because the outlets are down low and we don't feel like checking, so we're going to figure the odds are on our side. The screw?
The bracket.
Oh, yeah, don't let it move. That's not going to move. It's the screw there. Hold it down here. Keep it going left and right. Here we go.
Nice.
Now, we found little 1/2-inch screws. We're going to enforce the vinyl where it's coming loose. We're going to put little short screws to hold it everywhere. And that side's still flat. This piece of plywood behind this was like some old thing we found, and if you ever dealt with old wood, like it almost was petrified, like harder than it should be, and it made it very difficult to work with. But it's there now.
The next step is putting these tiny little screws in the backsplash so that my backsplash won't come off anymore. I'll hold the camera and let him do all the work.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Why is it not biting anything? Definitely didn't bite. Is there a hole back there?
Yeah.
That's weird. Was there already a hole there? Yeah, I should move up. Was there like a previous? It looked like a previous hole, didn't it?
I don't know.
It didn't bite anything. It's loose. That's not good. I gotta try a different spot. It's so loose it won't even come out, but I also meant to pull it out like this. See, it's not biting. What is it? Why is maybe there was a hole there we didn't know about? And it just happened to go in that hole. Now it's stuck in the vinyl. Great. Can you? Oh, son. This is the tip of this screw, and it snapped off. Oh, I had tried a little bit too hard to get it in there snug.
Into the petrified wood.
And I gave it the last little oomph, and it felt like it was spinning. It was spinning because it was broken in half. So there's a piece of one stuck, and I put a new one next to it and did not give it the manly extra bit of try.
Keep going, buddy. You're doing well.
I do that a lot. I try a little bit to make sure things are extra tight, and it backfires and things break.
It's the old Timothy try.
That's right.
Bread time. What'd you get?
I got through the metal, and now we're going to get the shavings off that are hanging here before we put the wood screw in the wood. There she is.
Look at the gorgeous curtain. And I love the ends on these, and now it opens so easily without a bread tie. Don't get sticky.
Doesn't come off easy.
The stickiness on the fly trap.
Oh, it stays on for days. Okay, that's ready for the bracket.
I don't think so. I know. I dropped a set screw. Oh dear. Now where'd it go? There it is. Oh. Goodness, it's small under there. Got it. Alright, here's the deal. We leave in 3 days, and this place is still a wreck. As my mama would say, I've got to get myself into gear and get this fixed. So that means I'm going to have to put down the camera and do some serious work around here. And I'm going to edit this video so that you can see it this weekend. And I have to order groceries and pack the groceries and clean the house and, you know, all the things that you do before you go on a long trip. So that means I'm going to give you a full tour of the finished and modified camper in next week's video when we are at the campground in a scenic location, and I can drop this ramp for you and you can see the Arkansas River. We are headed on a multi-week trip with multiple stops to begin our All About Arkansas Small Town tour. Don't miss it. And if you watched until the end, leave a comment and tell me what color my shirt is right now. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. We are still going to put the rod up over the ramp window. We just didn't have time to do that today, but I'll show you that when we get to camp.